let's get started, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me back here. I'll grab my water. Just hold on, man. Bebe água. Hello, my friend. I'm back. I was just getting my water. Let's see who is here joining us today. Hope that everybody's doing really well. And let me know in the chat, alright? If it's working out good. It's important for me to understand if it's working the way that it should be working. Okay, let's go and start the stream right now. Hey, my friend, I'm Jhon Silva. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So today I want to bring here a very awesome vector doodling because I want to be able to explore with you. I want to show you some of the tricks that I've been studying more here behind, of the cameras. But that case, let's see here first who is here. Hello, Mi Plach. Hello, my friend Nikki. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? Sebastian More from France. Bonjour. Oh, by the way, I was studying a little bit of French, but I'm still very very beginner. Oh my gosh, I need to study more. Thank you, Nick, for letting me know. Hello, Vela. Guys, today's stream is gonna be very awesome. Okay, first of all, because I'm here with you, and because I've been studying some of the techniques that we can improve more our artistic talent. So if you are here, I hope that you like my videos, the way that I explain, the way that I work. If it's your first time here, I just want to thank you a lot. Well, first of all, because I don't like to lose time, all right? As well, I give a lot of value about your time. So let's start here. First of all, I want to cover here these topics, which is the affinity with Blender, okay? And I just want to raise here one of the things that I've been doing more recently, which is the use of Affinity Photo because of the warp pixel. So I'm using more the Affinity Photo because of the warp. I will explain you why. So here I have some sketches that I was doing in order to bring this topic for today, which is a bug. And this is a very nice for beginners, all right? It's very simple because if you start to do a bug, you can do and start by a cube, all right? You can draw a cube just like that, and then you can have a very simple book just by doing this, basically, right? It's not very difficult. So if you're struggling about learning art, or if you want to join me, the best practice is here. The best tutorial is gonna be here. So I have here this, sketches that I made. And then one thing that I'm, considering to use more the Affinity photo for this purpose is because I feel like it is more light compared to the Affinity designer somehow, And perhaps you are wondering, hey, but I'm using Affinity designer and there is the raster on there. So should I switch? No, of course not. I'm just focusing in on Affinity for that purpose because of this. I can use the warp because I can have this result here very faster, And for the concept state, it is really cool. And can you see here, I have a warp and this design, I have this design and this one, if we apply more warp, can you see, it becomes more dynamic somehow, Same for this one. You could apply the warp and in mesh or perspective, creating some kind of different kind of shapes like that. It's really cool because on Affinity Designer basically you don't have the pixel warp like this. Okay, you have the warp by vector but not for pixel. I hope this makes sense. Really well, makes sense. Guys, I have here these sketches, so that's why I like and I'm enjoying more to use Affinity Photo for this purpose. And well, let me show you next slide because I need to focus here because I lost myself very easily. Vector in Designer. So I'm make some patterns. Let me open here Affinity Designer. That case. Hello, Nando Picasso. We have here Almeia Utopia. Hello, Almeia Utopia. Welcome. So let me open here this file that I was, working on. Just show you. So I made this book cover like, a Holly book, something like that. Just a concept in vector. And then I was wondering, oh my gosh, if I bring this in vector and export to Blender, which kind of result I could get? And then I give it a try. Of course, I'm studying a little bit of Blender in that case. And then I've made this extrusion here. Basically, I exported this design and then I made right here on Blender, and then I got this result. And of course, all the other forms here I made, by myself manually, right? So it's not so difficult. And I want to explain some of the point that I made this decision to bring this one to here. Let me open the Xmind again. And I want to talk about Blender right now, okay? Why Blender is getting important, mainly for the 3D forms, okay? Because if you draw things like that, like I'm showing you here, it's kind of hard to mentalize, to see in forms. It's kind of very hard, all right? Hello, Danilo Fioco, a great friend, Hey guys, I suggest you also after the live visit the Danilo Fioco YouTube channel. He's very awesome. He uses a lot, Affinity Designer. He's a great, he has a great talent. Welcome, dude. Here, so as you can see, we have this just prototypes, right? It's hard to think in 3D. It's really hard to think in 3D. That's why when we use this kind of tools, it helps us to visualize better, mainly because of the light. All right, I have here some of the lights. As you see, as we change the light, it changes everything. So what's important when you are creating this kind of process, it is to vectorize the sides of the planes. Okay, I think this is the most important stage. It is to think in planes. I have here, can you see here the planes? It's everything that is flat. So in vector, you do the same. You exactly follow the same principle. And that's why I'm feeling like I'm getting more comfortable in making this kind of transition of learning more 3D because of this. And what's nice, it is that you could, that case, for example, I have here this book and I could, that case, let me just bring here this light a bit more here, more or less. I have another one that, let's just open here. It's here. Because I could renderize here, let me press F12, and then I have here this render version, okay? And then I could, in that case, take a screenshot of this. Let me bring a screenshot. very quickly one. Thank you, Danilo Fiocco. You are so kind as well, dude. You know, you are a very nice guy. Here I'm going to paste, you know, my let's say block out. I like to call this as block out in 3D, all right, because of the, you know, the forms that you can see basically. And let me hide this one. Good. Hello, Down. Hello, Down. No worries. You are not late. We are just starting here. That case, I have here the sketches. Can be, well, I have here. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate your donation for 10 reais. Valeu, cara. Muito obrigado. Pô, vamos se encontrar aí, cara. Vamos se falar mais aí, pô. Fico muito feliz. Thank you, dude. Guys, I will just bring here, you know, this sketch because I really like this shape. It's very clean. Okay, it's very clean and soft. This one here is more, you know, evil book, like can be, you know, some kind of more evil. This is a fire book that I was just sketching, and others are just, you know, for fun. But I want to know from which one you like most, the A or B. So we have A and B. I think that we're gonna stick with this because in case that we have, you know, kids that want to draw, I want to help kids drawing nice things, not very evil things. When I was a kid, I was always loving Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, well, I will bring here this book here, and I will flip this. Okay, I will flip by like that, just to make this, you know, overview. I made this by my mind, and the difference when you are using 3D is that you have the forms in the correct way. Okay, you can see a much better way compared to this one. You can see the lines here is not perfect, but it's more organic. All right, it's really more organic. And what I want to bring here basically, it's a bit in between. I want to vectorize in between of them. Okay, so let's get started. I will vectorize this based in the shape. So first of all, we need to focus on the blockout stage. Okay, blockout stage in vector. That case in vector. Because if you okay, Jhon, why you should vector if you have already a 3D? Well, that's why the vector allows you to change the, you know, the node, the curves. It makes your life easier to change, you know, the aspect. But that's why we are gonna do by this. So first of all, I'm going to use this. Okay, this one. So I'm gonna start to vector by using the pen tool because this is a more flat shape. So here, oh, okay, I'm going to use the fill. I will apply here a smooth color in gray, like that. I'll place this below of my sketch. Good. Reduce the stroke like this. I have here the first plane, which is this area. Let me open this app because it helps you to see where my mouse is. Here, like that, this one. So we have built the first plane. All right, this one, and I will start to, in that case, make the sides. Look here, just, you know, relax, come down, and just follow what I'm showing you here. This side, this one is gonna be a little bit different. In that case, I'm building in square. Okay, but this one that I made, I tried to make more in circle, like that. Okay, like this. And here, how you can handle that case, just follow what I'm showing you here. I will just, let me lock this layer to not misclick, and then I will just create here this plane, this one. That's fine. Here you go. I will continue this point, thinking in planes like that. Now it's becoming a bit better. As you see, I'm focusing in drawing only, you know, the planes by side, not the inside ones. I'm not focusing on the insides. And then I can duplicate this here below. All good. Fitting the vector points. I will reduce the opacity just not bother my eyes. Oh, nice and clean, as you can see. I'll make this side a bit darker so you can see the planes in more depth. I explain a lot about depth as well on my new course over the beginner illustration that's available to you now on Udemy. Here I will just create here above this shape, that one, and this is very simple. I will press A just to have this result here. I think this sounds more tutorial than just vector doodling, but feel free, guys, please feel free to ask questions. It's important for me to to see your questions, your concerns. Yeah, I'm here to help you, okay? So you don't need to worry. I will try my best to help you. In that case, I'm gonna make it like that here. And this, instead of making this very flat like that, I like to make things organic in that purpose, like this. I will push this more below and this more to top. Push this more to top and this more below. And then we're gonna have a much cleaner result, a much better, I mean, more organic and dynamic. This one here, it's kind of hard, to do this in 3D. And yeah, I fade a little bit, but just for the concept, for me it was fine. I like that. I will make this, yeah, like this. And let's create the inside parts. That case, the book, inside part, I will do something like this for now. And then I need to match at least, the corners here. I will make this more here, this more below. It's important in that case to have a solid, planes. I'm just now creating the inside areas. I'll place this below. I'm using my hotkeys to move in between layers. I suggest you to get my shortcuts if you want to save your time. So I don't anymore move the layers by selecting with my mouse. It is all really clean and fast. Well, here I'll place this more to here, like that. Good. Now remember about this area, which is gonna be in circle. This is what I will do. First, as you see, this area, I will just, that case, let me push this to here and this to here. And here's the trick. I will press A and bring this onto here, and this one as well onto here. Let me create a new node just to have a better result, like this. Yeah, it's working. Do that I want, but we need to have extrusion here. I'll make, yeah, now it's getting better. In that case, I will make this more or less here. Making curves is a kind of trick. Yeah, now as you see, we have this, and we can place this more like into here. Move the node handles is very important to have a great result. Like that, it's fine. Here, as you see, we have a very, small corner, rounded one. Now it's getting better way. So let's see. My one is not the best block out. Of course, you can see some references, more finished ones. But yeah, for this kind of project, it's fine. So we have here this one. I will just make a plane in this area. It's a bit dark. There you go. Oh. At least at this point, as you can see, we are just vectorizing the sides, the planes of our bug, which is getting really nice. And here's why it's so important, guys. Here's why it's so important to have this kind of reference, because it's quite hard to think like this in vector way, okay? And that's why when I made this in vector, in planes, you see a nice way, It's will blow your mind. Let me bring this to here. I have here these planes, okay. I will duplicate them. Let me hide this for now, because I like to duplicate everything that I have. So I'll place this right here. As you're gonna see, hold on, let me just convert this to, because I need to, I think now it's gonna work the way that I want. Yeah, now it's working. Guys, what I want to do is to make this into perspective instead of vectorizing this kind of shape, because it's really hard to have a precision like that in this way. Save your time, follow what I want to show you. So bring this up. Apply the warp group in perspective, and then here you can fit the shapes just like that. Now we have a nice result and faster one. That's why, you know, Affinity is doing very well with the tools like the mesh. This one is really good for this purpose. It helps a lot, save a lot of time. So we have here already a nice cover. But we're not finished yet, because we still need to add depth. And the way that I usually add the depth, it is a kind of hack. It's a tricky one. It's kind of tricky. Where is my water? Because I'm thirsty already. I talk a lot. I talk a lot because I want to help you. It's not, you know, very bad. Okay, so I want to make the depth here, okay? How you can do that? Select the shape, my friend. Select the shape that you want to create a depth. In that case, here duplicate, bring this below. And yeah, I will do something like this. This is what it's really hard to do manually, okay? As I've duplicated this one, there is no feature about creating a good 3D in vector. Let's say you want to use the 3D one, this one here. I'll be honest with you, I don't like to choose this one because you don't have the control over the good depth here, okay? There is no a good way to move this more up, because it's a bit wrong, the perspective here. You would not see this side here a lot. So that's why I'll be honest with you. For me, this is useless. This is useless. You know, it doesn't work for me. So that's why if you could have a much better way to work with the 3D here, I definitely would use. But you know, this tool here doesn't work. I need to do this manually. Here, I will change. Let's see. Hello, Marcos Júnior, membro da Unhide. Beleza, amigo? Salve, salve. So here I'm going to let me select this guy here below, which is this one, this curve here. Okay, I need to convert this to path. You know, now I can work with that because it was in warp, and so I will just apply here and merge this to be now this is what I want. I want to have this result, okay? And then I need to do this manually, right? Which is creating the depth manually. Here we go. I will try to make this a bit faster, so I will not lose your time here in that case. This here. Yeah, that's fine. Here this point. Yeah, better. I'm creating the nodes mainly to fit these gaps, okay? And you see the results coming soon. This kind of, you know, tricky work that you need to do manually. Just this one that it needs to to be repaired. Yeah, not bad. So we have here a depth, okay, a fake depth in 3D. In that case, it's gonna create this result. Thank you. Puxão Gabriel. Sei lá se é Puxão Gabriel. Convert to path does that put the nodes back to the shape, or just to answer you, Nikki, the convert to shapes, let's say when you are using the warp group, you know, for example, when you are using this in warp group like that here, this is just preview, okay? This is not actually in the rectangle in there is still in there. It's a rectangle, but there is a warp group that is happening here, and you need to convert this to path. So you need to, now you can change that, you know, that case the convert curves here, and then you can change now the path as it is, you know. Basically the warp, it is just a preview, and then when you convert, it becomes the real pure vector. I hope this makes sense. And this I will duplicate and make the same technique, okay, just to add the depth here. Hold on, I just want to let you know, guys, you know, in advance, that these live streams I usually remove them in the end of the month. So if you are starting, if you want to learn, if you want to practice, it's important that you watch these lessons while I do this. So if you leave this to later, well, unless if you are on the club, okay, because on the club you have access to the live stream replays, okay, and there you have the replay. Here. Oh, good. So I'll duplicate this as well, just to create the depth. And this is one of the differences when you are using that case Blender and or compared to vectoring Affinity, is that the time that you take adjusting and creating this depth on Blender, you would do this very faster, I'd say. Okay. There are some pros and cons about using 3D in your work, but yeah, I think it's about process. There are some kind of works that it would take you less time in vector, you know, making digital 2D compared to the 3D aspects. I'm gonna make this like that here. Good. And also I need to create a plane for the book here. That case I will insert this here. Nice. It's getting really clean. That case, let's see here. Well, I'll create a new line here. This one I can make this more bold or thick. I think this one is better now. Let's make this here. Yeah, nice and clean. Oh, look at this. Look at my layers. It's all a mess. I need to organize this one. I'll select them all like that. I'll group it by sides. This one here, group it. Apply this on top. Good. Here. This one, group it as well. And now let's create a depth for this one, which is this. Yeah, all working. Nice. Here I'm doing in grayscale because it's important for me to see the values. Okay, it's really important. The lighting from the edge top. You mean this one? I will adjust soon the details. At this moment I like to focus in the planes, in the blackout, and as soon as I go, I start to refine more the values and contrast. So here, let me group everything. Now it's all grouped here. Nice. Let me duplicate it just to have a backup. I'll make it a bit bigger. Now hopefully we have already our first stage done. The blockout stage is really now completed. And now we can go with the, I call this as a shading. I call this a shading stage. Okay. So shading stage. How I will do that? Well, let me show you. Guys, I'm going to remove all the outlines from here. The outlines can be really, I'd say, it can drag your attention a lot, distractive. Okay, I will remove them all like that. Good. And here I can fix some kind of corners that is not fitting 100% in the best way. So fix here the corners, because the strokes, you know, it makes your eyes a bit, you know, distractive. Here I'm gonna make it bigger, and take your time to fix some kind of details here. This one on top, I'm planning to make this a bit lighter, okay, because there is no contrast, a lot of contrast. I make something like that here. Good. This one is gonna be a bit darker. This one a bit darker. This one here perhaps gonna be a bit lighter. It depends. Oh, if I make this lighter, it's gonna conflict. I prefer to make this darker. Good. And this side here is gonna be a bit gray. Yeah. Here. This one here, it's not. I don't want to take much time adjusting these small details, because at the end, perhaps people will not see this, unless if you zoom. But the time is, that you spend here. There is missing here. I think this is what mid-planche means. This one here, I guess. Now it's working better. Good, good. Thank you, my friend. As you see, it's I really like this kind of process, though. It brings a really nice design result. Okay. I need to place here the stroke just for this one. Let's see, like that. The holy bug. And then I have here, because it's too dark, these guys here. I'm just going to here these guys. I will make them a bit lighter, just a bit. Now it's working good, guys. Now look at this. We have just refined it. Okay, the design. This was the version before. Okay, and then we got this result, which is a bit more cleaner result. This is what we want. And then it's time to make the shading stage, which is more the the transition. What is shading, Jhon? If you ask me right now, let me answer you. Can you see this? We have the black here and the white. Shading, basically, it is the transition between colors, shadows or lights. So shading is in between of these two. So if we apply this, we're gonna get a shading. Okay, this is the transition, but this transition can be flat. All right, this can be really flat, like in gray here, in more like that. There are many ways that you can build shadings. That case, okay. So that case, we are doing this more flat, not very gradient way, I'd say. But I will add just a smooth gradient to that case, just a smooth gradient. For now, let's apply here like this. I'm gonna make it lighter here on top, and it's gonna get a bit darker here below, like this. Very smooth shade. As you can see, this design, if I'm making grayscale, you're gonna see much cleaner what I want to explain here. I will apply here the color overlay just to show you. Look at this, it's very important. You can notice here in this design that we have a more lighter area, and this one here more darker area. Yeah, so on. Here as well we have a flat shadow here below, because of this object is creating a shadow in this area. Of course, as we don't have a surface, if we have a surface, of course we're gonna have also a shadow based in this silhouette right here, okay, according to the light. Okay, I don't want to make this very hard for you, I hope so. But here we go. I want to shade this, adding the transitions like that. Make this a bit like this, perhaps. Yeah, very clean. Here I'm gonna make this a bit darker, a very soft shading. Nice. Here as well. Questions, my friend? The chat seems a bit quiet today somehow. I hope that you are focused. Here, let me just leave the like, my friend. We have a good amount of likes. 21 for 23 people watching, you know, us today. That's good. That's good. Thank you for your support. This means a lot, you know, for me to stay here sharing with you my knowledge. And make this a bit darker and here lighter, like that. Here, nice. Have this kind of result. Can you see this transition here? This makes a huge difference. I'll make it a bit darker, a little bit. Nice. Yeah. Here we have a depth, a little bit depth, and when I mean depth, means you need to do this. Just duplicate, move this below, and create this in planes. If Affinity start to have delays, I will need to reset, because you know sometimes when after you use it start to get a bit of laggy, so I think that I need to reset meanwhile. Now I'm gonna make this a bit bold. I like to make bold designs because it makes very clean for my eyes. I really like that. I will reset this because when I have 1 second of laggy, you know, I start to get annoyed. Opening again. Perhaps I need to finish the task. Oh, hold on. Where is my screen? Oh, it's back here. Let's see now if it's gonna open. Now opening it back. Here we go. We are back now. Now it's gonna work much better now. Clean. So here we're gonna just apply a bit of shading here in this area like that, and this one from here I think it's gonna be nice like this here. Good. And also let's start to add some inner details that point in this area here. Okay, this area I'm gonna start to add a little bit of inner details. Start inside. Oops. Here, insert inside. I will add a line and some in vector. Okay, paint tool. Here, like this. I was really thinking, you know, because if I do this, it's gonna make very standard. I don't know, but I'm considering to do something a little bit different to that point. For now, let me just make this a bit like this for now. These lines like that. But here, I'm considering to do something that's gonna make it a bit better, perhaps. I need to try. So I will add some kind of papers, a bit more organic, like this, you know, and I will start to add more one by one. I think it's gonna make it better, I guess. So give it a try. Don't be afraid to try to see if your design is gonna be nice or not. If it's not good, you delete. All good. Nobody needs to be perfect. Here I just duplicated. Let's make this a bit lighter. Let's see here. I'll duplicate again. All of this needs to be applied below of this layer right here. This one needs to be applied on top. Now it's good. This one here, a bit lighter. Now it seems a bit better. It's getting what I want. I need to create this transition. Now after that I can duplicate this multiple times like this. Yeah. Here. Papers being placed one by one, because we want to have a nice result, not just lines. I think line is just, it's gonna make it a bit ugly. I mean, this is more pleasant to the eyes. Now we can play with the papers, like make this more big, like that. Here we can make some papers like you know, having some the knife tool. That case is really cool because you can delete. Look at this. Here we go, knife tool being useful at this point. You delete these areas. Here, let's delete this, creating this deformation over the paper just to have this result. Okay, now it's very subtle detail, but I like that. I will just group these papers, all of it. What is this? Here, good. We could use as well the mesh tool, because I can play a little bit. I don't want to apply the mesh tool to this one, just to the papers, these guys here. Now let's get back to this one. Can you see? You can make this a bit more organic, like that. Let's see now. It makes more nice, I'd say, when you make these deformations. Yeah. Nice. I will duplicate this and flip. Look at this, my friend. Just duplicate it and place it to another side. It's working. This is what I want. Where's the music? Where is the Rene the DJ from Vectorize Club? He's responsible for the musics. And this one I will place below. Just let me place this. Now it's working. This is what I want. Oh good. But for this side I will do a trick, because as you see it's same value. This side is same value as this, but I will do this. I will create a new layer just to make this side. You don't need to create a new layer. Just follow with the color effects. Where is the color effect? Here. Can you see? I've placed the color effects and I will reduce the opacity. This is how I make the shadows with many layers together. This is really time saver. This one. Good? Thank you, Down. Thank you so much. Here I'll make a multiply. Very good. Let's make this book a bit more organic. I'll make this, let's say, not very flat. Let's distort a bit here. Like this. Nice. And this one I will press A and deform. A and deform the shape. So you're gonna have a nice result. I always try to bring a technique that it is really good in all terms, since the quality for faster results and better. I try to accomplish everything at once. It's hard, of course, not something that you do from day to night. It's really hard, okay, to accomplish a kind of refining skills. So as you see, I made this in all vector, okay, and well, I really like this kind of details that I made, and I will explore a bit more, like adding some kind of details like that here, some scraps, I guess. The book, like, a bit old here, like this. Now we are getting a really nice result, my friend. Not too old, but a little bit. Yeah, I'm not using for now the raster. Just we are just using the vector at this point. I'll clean. Hold on, let me reset the music. Where is the music? Place this as if I do this. Now it's gonna work. Get it back, music. Here you go. Jumanji. Jumanji. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Guys, this is one of the very nice exercise for you, really. I'm doing this in less than an hour, in less than 30 minutes. I was explaining at the beginning about the process and etc. And you have a great chance to follow me, to do this with me, right? If you're on the club, please do the exercises. I need to see more results. I need to see you guys doing it. I need to see you guys practicing. If I don't see you guys practicing, if I don't see results, I feel like I'm doing alone. So it's not, my goal is to see you guys doing as well, right? Yeah, I hope that you, of course, if you don't have time, I will understand, but at least, show some little process that what you are doing. I will be very happy. Okay, I'll be very happy. And here we go. Let's apply this. What you can do, let me duplicate this in warp group. I can, oh my gosh, I can see, guys, I can distort this book a little bit because it's, look how nice is this one. I'll do this, something like that. Now it becomes even more, I'd say elegant and nice. As I do this, the gradient doesn't follow at this moment, so you need to refine a bit. But here's the, the goal here, basically. I like this. Let me just, mute the mesh. Before, and this version, I need to check if I will keep this, like that or this, because this one here looks nice. This one perhaps it's into much perspective. Let me try to change a bit here. And now perhaps we are getting a nice result here, like that. Very subtle. Very subtle because it makes a bit bigger and bold. Yeah, like that. The book is having a poses. I was thinking the book is on the table. It's not on the table, my friend. It's on the Affinity. Here I will convert this to curves, and we're gonna have this result. Good. I like that. And let's do the coloring. Let's do the coloring because I want to finish here this string. But don't go yet. Okay, don't go yet because we're not finished yet. I'll make this more in gray, like that. More darker, the background. So we're gonna go to the coloring stage. There are many ways that you can accomplish the coloring. Okay, let me now deactivate this. Good. The coloring stage, guys, it's the best ones. I think most people really like the coloring. Some people don't like, but it's so nice. It's so nice to color, guys. It's so pleasant. I think this is why it makes art, really pleasant. In the best pleasant work in the world to work with is art. We are handling with colors, not handling with numbers. Oh my gosh, to love to handle with things like, it's not color is hard. Guys, let's make this in color. In that case, I will start with the biggest shape, which is the blue one. I will select this one, press G, and then I will switch here the blue right here, this as well in blue, adding the base color. Okay, let me just see if everything is converted to. Just check here. Okay, seems to work. Hold on, let me just make a backup, because I don't like to go to one step forward before vector. Sorry, make the backup here. Now it's good. I will change this in blue. Blue here. This one in blue. This one is gonna be in which color? Yeah, it's kind of darker blue. This in yellow. Now we're gonna get a nice result here already. Blue as well. This will be purple, I guess. I was, in my design here, I made this in purple somehow. I don't know why, because I like that. A little bit in purple. Here, controlling the gradients to keep the values on. Simple and nice. The scrapes will be in same color from here, like that. Make this a bit darker. Yeah. I need to recolor as well these bottom sides of, let me bring them up, and this here, like that. Here. Good. Just a little bit more up, and just make this a bit more bold as I change here. Yeah, because it's too small. Yeah, I will select them all now. Here, this. In how I make usually the golden effect, I have here this yellow, and instead of go to the yellow, people usually do this. Don't decrease this in that way, because it's gonna make this not desaturated. It's gonna not be really good shady. Instead, you go to the same color like this one, push this to more orange like that, and decrease a little bit the lightness like that, and then you're gonna have a nice and better result. I'm not adding a lot of highlights at this point. It's just simple lights. So here the purple one. There you go. Make this lighter. Yeah, nice. This one's gonna be a bit. I'll keep this yellow. This one was more brown, but I'll see later. I can change this. Now I will make this in red. I don't know. Let's try here. Bit like this. Copy this color and place this, and be lighter, just a little bit lighter. I want to make this a very smooth coloring, like this. Yeah, this is what we want. Clean and nice. I'll copy this. This one. this shading from here. I will copy and paste into this area below. Okay. Now I will paste as well this in the bottom side on here. Let me paste. It's a bit darker since the light is coming from top. Let me see here. Oh, there is a light here. Can you see? That's why it's so important when you have a 3D reference to study. So we have here this area that we have a light, and then we have a light here. So this one doesn't make sense if I have a light here, you know, and then a shadow here. I need to change this. I need to change this to lighter, like that. You know, I need to respect the physics fundamentals. I cannot, you know, ignore that. I'm gonna make this darker, as you see here. Good. Here we're gonna add the shadows below of this, you know, tag or ticket. Is that tag? Tag or ticket? Label, right? Nikki is my friend, you know, that is helping me with the words in English. Guys, I will add here this in shadow. Let's go this one. Now look at this, my friend. Can you see? When we respect the physics, things become nice. Now I will color this our tones. I will show you how. I have here this in grayscale. Let me make this a bookmark. Yeah, true, bookmark. Oh my gosh, how silly me, right? Because I read a lot of books, and not a lot, but a few of them. I'll make this in a bit yellowish. Oh, the overlay looks great. Look at this. We had this before, and now we have the color overlay. Hello, Ariadna. Ariadna is a, you know, a great vectorized student. You know, a pro vectorized student. Guys, look at this. I'm just changing here this temperature to more yellow, just to make the pages a bit more old. And yes, I you know, I did this in Blender. I know it's quite. I'm not very experienced. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm very enjoying because it makes my design more in depth. There is more perspective. Oh, here I will copy this guy and paste here. But pay attention to what I will show you. Here it's too yellow, it's too warm, and I want to make this more bluish. It means that the environment, okay, it's going to be a little bit like that. Let's see, let's try. And what's important about this concept, okay, it is that the shadow is more cold and the light is more warm. I hope this makes sense. Find here a good transition. The overlay is good. Let me see this one here. Good. Like that. Well, here the pages as well. We need to have here inside a shadow, right? A shadow as well to continue this area. I need to drink water because my throat starts to get very dry, you know, because of the air conditioner here. Oh my gosh, because here where I live in Brazil, it's too hot. Well, we need to make a shading as well for this area, which is this guy here. Let's do this. I will try to think here more below, make this a bit darker in blue. Nice. And let's apply here a bit of shading, not shading, sorry, the the shadows. That's good. Let me see the reference. Oh, this, I don't know, but I think that the way that I've posed the, because of the render here on Blender, where is the Blender? According to the software that you are using, I mean the render engine, which is here I'm using Eevee, but the cycles here, it is better, right? Can you see? I'm getting a bit of lag because of the CPU here, but I hope this makes sense. Here the shadow is going more behind. Let's back to the Affinity here. Can you see my one here is more colorful compared to the 3D one? This is more, I'd say, flat results. I really like this kind of style, more iconic. I really love that. I think this is in the profession that I do a lot. Here I just a bit of transparency just to control. I explained this a lot during my courses on the Vectorize Masterclass. Como é que é? E aí, Lucas Dutra, usar grid de perspectiva não iria fazer isso mais fácil? Ah, não precisa não. Porque você pode utilizar, tipo, que nem eu já tinha já uma grade, entendeu? Não precisava disso não. Tava de boa. Então se você tem um sketch bem definido, nem precisa. Guys, here we go. The question was about if it was not more easier to let's say use grid in perspective, But as I said, my sketch, it was really well defined about the perspective, basically. Okay. Let me know if it's working in the stream, because I feel like YouTube is not receiving enough video. Well, I don't know. Here, adding more shadows in these areas. There you go. Like this here. Yeah, I don't need to add many shadows. That's case for very realistic one. I need to this area. I will apply and make this more shadow. Thank you, Ariadna, for letting me know. I will make this more darker, like this. Yeah, nice. Nice and clean, my friend. Details are a little time consuming. Oh, Affinity is starting to get a bit laggy now. I need to reset, but oh my gosh, I don't want to do this right now. But I think that I will need to do somehow. I'll make this in purple darker. Yeah, here, this one. Nice. Let's add here background for this one. Let's apply this. I was thinking about adding, let's say here. I mean, add just a small gradient here in the background just to see. I like this more red color. It makes it more royal somehow. Okay, this one I will push more up. Let me reset the Affinity, because I really, oh my gosh, I get very annoyed when it starts to get laggy. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me drink my water, because if you don't drink water, you're gonna have consequences. It's good, at least for me, to make some little pauses. Here we go. We are back to the normal speed. the normal speed, my friend. I'll place this here. Oops, and make it a bit dark. Hold on. This layer will be placed right here. Yeah, this is what we want. Let's add. I'm still thinking about this. See, I'll duplicate. Okay, this layer in general. Everything, you know, now it's a new one. And then I will start to make some tweaks. Let's try. I will create some kind of temperature design here. You see. Okay, I have here for now this. Let me apply now a blend mode just to see how this will work, perform. Let me check now the overlay coloring. Makes this a bit more. Let's see here. Following a little bit. Adding more coloring aspects. Oh, this one is creating a better temperature for this. Let me reduce the opacity just to see. Oh, before and after now is getting more into the environment that I'm thinking here. And let's try to play more with the shapes. This is more the adjustment stage. Let's type here. Adjustments. Yeah. Here we go. Let's make this in elliptical. Yeah, something like this. And then I'm gonna use the blend mode just to add. Oh, these effects happening here over this area. You see, I'm thinking like having an effect that is reflecting this shape here, like this. I'll duplicate and make small ones, perhaps here, 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 here. Just one I think is good. I will duplicate this and I will try to come up with a blend mode. More here below. Let me know how good everything is working good. Hope so. And here let's apply a shadow below, because you know we need to add a shadow here, a little bit like that, in black, but transparency a little bit lower. Yeah, something like this. Multiply. I think this make this more engaging. I will duplicate more than here, and I will soften the light a little bit more. Let's try to soften with the Gaussian blur, just to see. Yeah, let's move like that. That's good. Here as well. Yeah. Make it a bit darker. Yeah. Look at this, guys. I will just now apply a bit of the grade, not the gradient, color balance. Color balance. Let's start with the shadows. Shadows. In this way, let's see. We are just polishing more the adjustments just to have a nice and clean result. Here is gonna be more warm. Mid tones and highlights tonalities. Yeah. This one looks nice now. Oh, look at the difference now with the, or before, the very before version, if you see here. Let me group everything that we did. Look at this. Let me increase more of these canvas. Hold on. We have the sketch. We have the layer. I can leave this now like that. Look at this process, guys. Sketch, this one, and then this one right here. Let me just organize this layer because it's important. There you go. So here is this result. We have not created the star, but we did this in pure vector as you saw, and then we made the coloring. Look at this coloring here, guys. I just want to let you know, all right, that here this is my link tree, and if you go to my link tree as well, you have the link to access the new class. I've released a new class here on Udemy. Okay, on Udemy here you can get my new course, which is no subscription, all right, and then you're gonna learn how to make this monkey right here. Okay, on there I explain a lot about the concept about coloring. We explore a lot about this because you see from the gray, let's say this version, and then you're gonna have this result by learning from this course. If you are a Vectorize member, you have already the access to this course, okay, on the platform. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'll leave here the link so you can access, all right, this new course. Of course, once you get this Udemy course, you're gonna support this work that I do on YouTube. Also, if you join to the club, you're gonna help the community grow even more. Everybody learning art, doing vector, and then I want to bring more lessons. I don't know, but I want to explore more Blender in my designs because this really helps a lot to see, because as you saw, I made this from scratch, all the shapes here from very scratch. So I hope that this really help you and encourage you to practice, because it is not easy at all to bring a lesson like that, in just 1 hour basically, and it means a lot for me in everything that you guys your time places on here. Yeah, just close up here. The 2D and 3D, they work together, right? They are brothers basically. They are brothers in field, and if you can use one and another, you can have a very great results like I made here in this design. Okay, it's very game art style. I really love that. This is something that I love to do. And yeah, and the news, again, it is the new beginner course. Okay, the new course, so you can get here. Let me just paste the link. Where is the link? Let me copy here the link. Copy the link, and it's here on the chat. Okay, guys, take this chance, alright, to get this course because it's gonna help you. It's very short, just 2 hours of course. Oh my gosh, 2 hours. It's 2 hours only. This is what you only need to get used to the very first primary ways to get into the vectorize methods. Well, that's it for now. We have just learned a lot for today. And let me know in the chat if you enjoy it. Thank you, Clint, for your words. Clint, Silverhorn, thank you. Vela, thank you for your words as well. Enjoy the community. Yeah, I just want to bring the message to the club, guys. Please, if you are doing this exercise, share your designs to the club, okay, on Telegram, because it's on there that I see your designs results, I see what you are doing. I mean, for of course, only for the vector methods. And yeah, guys, I think that's all. I hope to see you next week. Next week, we're gonna have a nice, a very nice design. I'd say that, yeah, this one, yeah. sorry, next week we're gonna have a very awesome design that we're gonna do a building. We're gonna do a building, okay? And then the final month, the final week of this month, we're gonna not have the live, okay? So next week is gonna be the last live of this month, okay? The last live stream for this month. Thank you guys, and see you, around, okay? Thank you, and bye bye. See ya.